Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. So in today's video, I am going to be harvesting 9 bags of potatoes. Now, I planted 3 bags of the Red Norland potatoes. These are grow bags. I planted 3 bags of the purple Majesty potatoes and 3 bags of the Yukon Goes. I planted them in the spring, and potatoes normally are cool weather crops, and they like temperatures anywhere between 65 and 80 degrees, and the temperatures are really hot, so they are looking really shabby right now, and I'll show you what they look like. But I'm gonna first start harvesting my Red Norland potatoes and see what I got. Now, I planted these a little late in the season, so I don't know what I'm gonna get, but I'm hoping I'll get something. Anything is better than nothing, so it's all about the fun of gardening. So I used 3 seed potatoes, and if I can get more than 3 potatoes from those little seed potatoes that I sowed, I am very, very happy. So I'm gonna try to hurry up because it looks like it's gonna rain today, and we have really warm days, but later in the evening we've been getting a lot of rain showers. So I'm hoping the rain will hold off at least until I can harvest my potatoes. So let's get started. This is 1 bag of the Red Norland potatoes. This is another bag of the Red Norland potatoes, and you can see how the leaves have just withered away to nothing. All I have are these dried stems, so I really need to get them out. This is another bag, and you can kind of see some of the potatoes right there. So these are the ones we're going to harvest right now. I'm going to bring you over here to this little area that's all the pieces over here, so pardon the mess. These are the Yukon Gold potatoes, and you can see that they've all died out. There's some right in there, and then of course right there are the purple Majesty, and purple Majesty. So I'm gonna start out with with the Red Norlands first, and then we'll move on to the purple Majesty potatoes. Okay, so first I am going to start digging into this one here. And I normally like to use my fingers because I feel like, I don't want to hurt the potatoes. So I want to make sure that I don't damage the skin in any way, because if you damage the skin, then that will prevent them from storing as well. So I want to be real gentle when I'm digging for my potatoes, and that way I can get them to store well. So this is one. That's a pretty good size. Put that in there. Another one. And I like these little potatoes because I find that they really cook well. So let's see here. Oh wow, there's another one. These are big potatoes. Yeah, happy with that. Little one. That's pretty. Let's take some of this out. The thing I like about harvesting potatoes is that you can plant them in your grow bags or your garden, and virtually just leave them there. Just make sure that they're watered, and they'll just do their own thing, and you really don't have to do much to care for the potatoes. Okay. So let's see. Let's dig around a little bit more. See what I got in here. I didn't give an awful lot of them in here, but that's fine. did something a little different with my potatoes this year. I put them in there, and then I went back, and as they grew up, I covered them with some more soil to see if they were if that would actually help them to continue to grow. Okay, so I'm thinking that this is all the potatoes that I'm going to get in this container here. It's another little one. Okay, so that's one. Let's try this grow bag out. Let's see how it's going to do. There. 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 Wow, I'm getting all kinds of potatoes here. Not that big, but you know, hey, that's big enough. Yep. Thinking about planting some more potatoes in the fall, so I may save some of these potatoes here and plant them in the fall. Let's see. Gonna keep digging, see if I get everything out of here. Just sit up a minute. Yeah, I think this is a great way to grow potatoes because you can just save your other garden space for other things and just grow your potatoes in your grow bags. One more bag here of potatoes. Okay, let me turn the thing down so you can see it better. Hope you can see this here. Okay, so pour some of this stuff out. So this is the third grow bag of potatoes. One is a little green on one side. There's some there. Nice sized potatoes. I am so happy with these potatoes here. Like I say, they're not as big, but they are definitely edible potatoes. Wow, got quite a few potatoes in here. I love the red potatoes. I love the Red Norland potatoes. But you know what my favorite potatoes are? The purple Majesty, and I'm gonna do those next. so you can see what I get out of there. Now there are some little potatoes in here, and I'm sure I'm leaving some behind, and I'll have some more potatoes coming. Normally what I do is I'll save some of my seed potatoes and I'll use those to plant more potatoes. I think I'm gonna plant some in the fall. For the fall. Okay, I think that's it. Whew. I broke up a sweat trying to harvest my potatoes. These are the 3 grow bags. You can see some of them peeping out, but really these are my all-time favorite potatoes. Try to be real careful so I don't injure any of the potatoes, but that's a purple one there. These are beautiful potatoes. I love them. They are so delicious. Let me see if I can pull out some more. Shake some of the dirt off. Wow. Well, I might wait for that one. But these are purple potatoes. Normally they don't do as well for me. I don't really get them really big when I harvest them, but most of the time the purple ones that I harvest are this size. I don't really get them all that big, much bigger than this, and I don't know why, but this is the way they usually come out. But I'm happy with this. And you know, when I first started cooking these potatoes, I thought that once you started cooking them, you know, that they would turn like a regular potato color, but they really maintain their color even after you cook them. So that's one there. I think this is the seed that I planted actually. Look, it's still connected to the root there. That's a nice sized potato. These are better than I thought they would be. I didn't think I would get this many. Now when I planted these potatoes, I did use quite a bit of compost, well-aged compost in here. Did plant them a little bit late, but it's not bad. So I am going to refurbish this soil, and I am going to use it again for something else. Over here, and I'll slide this one over here, and see, there's one right there. See quite a few of them on the top there. Oh yeah, I think they're pretty good. There. I'd be interested in knowing if you grew any potatoes. So if you grew some potatoes, let me know in the description box below how they turned out. I would be happy to see your potatoes as well. Pretty good. don't know how well these potatoes store because I really didn't get that many last year. And because I didn't get that many and because I really enjoy eating them, they didn't last that long. So and that's it for that one. And now let's slide this one over here and let's go into this one and see what we got. Looks like the rain is holding off for right now. Okay, let's see here. Two here. Little ones. Keep those. There. Let's see what we got in here. Two potatoes, small ones. Another little one there. Wow, look at there. I am so happy. Here. So these are little potatoes. You can see right now. I don't know what happened there. It's green a little bit there. Little ones. Little ones. Not very big here. Just the little ones. One there. Move this one to the side. Slide this one over here. And we'll see what we got in here. One little one. All this out here. So these are very little potatoes, but I like little potatoes as well. It's a nice size. Little ones. Very little potatoes. Now these are seed potatoes that I had left over from last year's well. Not that I'm trying to make excuses for my small potatoes, but I did, these potatoes were a little different from the other potatoes that I had in that they were way overgrown when I planted them, meaning that they had got about this tall. So I just kind of cut them down a little bit, cut some of it off, and I planted them. So I'm thinking that that might be why the potatoes are a little smaller. So they might have been a little too overgrown when I planted them. Now this one over here, and now we'll see what we got in here. Get that out of here. Little ones, but okay. So far so good. So my potatoes are all harvested. My next step is to cure the potatoes. So you want to cure your potatoes for about 10 days, which means I'm not going to wash them off, get them wet or anything. I'm not even going to get the soil off of them. I'm just going to put them in a dark, cool area, maybe on some cardboard or some type of screen or something. Make sure they're not touching each other so that the skin can toughen up, and that will prevent them from harboring any bacteria or any moisture. So you want to harden the skin so that it will help them to last longer. What I'm going to do with mine is I'm going to bring them inside. I'm going to put them in a cool, dark area, as I mentioned, and I'm going to let them cure. And then I will keep them stored in a, a dark area, because I find that if you expose these to light, then your potatoes are going to turn green and they will be inedible. But if they do turn green, you can use them as seed potatoes for the next year. Normally what I do is I'll save some of my potatoes and use them to plant as seeds for my next potato planting. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.